Twilight, I know we said we wouldn't pursue it anymore, but I really feel like we shouldn't just ignore it.
And you're talking about what exactly right now? Do you realize how little what you said narrows it down? We ignore almost everything we don't have to deal with.
I'm talking about Sakura. She left after being unceremoniously replaced with Sunset Shimmer. Did you maybe hear anything from her again since? Or any pony else here?
Funny coincidence, Pinky, because I just happened to hear something about Sakura from my country club informants this morning.
Of course you did.
Coincidence indeed.
So what's she up to, Rare?
Well, reports claim that after leaving Canterlot, Sakura returned to her homeland, Nigeria, where she would promptly make it her goal to hostily overthrow the regional government.
Yeah, that checks out. I'd do the same in her place. What? I mean, who's gonna do anything about it there? She's a fucking alicorn.
Yeah. Maybe we should have done something about it what he could have. You know, like, take away a man's eating or something like that.
Maybe we should have, but that ship sailed by now.
She'll probably replace the freshly elected President Abimbola and put herself into power as the first Nigerian princess, turning Nigeria into a monarchy once more.
Nice, so the Nigerians got to enjoy democracy for all of like 4 months.
You know, callous as it sounds, it kind of is a nice happy ending for her arc. Apart from that bit of hostile takeover and dictatorship.
A happy ending, that's one way to put it, I guess. Especially for you, Rarity. With Abimbola out of the picture, child labor's surely gonna become illegal again under Sakura. Which means you could bring your own child labor business back there, no problem.
You know, I've always never really understood what exactly was your problem with child labor being legalized in Nigeria, Rarity. Shouldn't that actually make it easier for you to run that business?
No, in the sum of it, all that legalization would have brought me was additional cost with the necessity of paying my workers a fair wage. Oh, and don't even get me started on income taxes.
Yeah, but couldn't you still have just done it in secret like before if you were that picky about paying taxes?
No. Sooner or later, the president would have found out thanks to his investigators.
Huh? But when that whole business is illegal, wouldn't they all the more be on the lookout for that kind of place?
Perhaps, but why cops and business inspectors are one thing to bribe and get rid of, tax investigators are a different thing entirely.
Okay, well anyhow, it looks like you can go back now and don't need to start over in the Philippines. Congrats!
You would think that, darling, and in any other case there might be a chance. But not in this one. When it is true that Sakura surely will outlaw it again, it's also true that she had to suffer the same fate in my business. And you yourself know firsthand how disproportionately resentful that zebra can be when you did something to her a long time ago.
You get a point in that.
So without a doubt she would do anything in her might to harm my business. And either way, by now I've well enough settled in the Philippines and set up camp there. Things are looking up for me again.
Okay, well, let's just leave it at that then. So did Sakura already take control by now?
I don't think so. Sources say she first wanted to check the waters and see if maybe she can convince President Abimbola to be her representative, while she sort of acts as the shadow princess of Nigeria. But given the integrity Mr. Abimbola proved with his inability to accept a good bribe, chances are he'll just be forced out of the office and likely locked away in some prison to rot for the rest of his life. All the while Sakura will seize power and transform Nigeria into an authoritarian monarchy.
Jeez. You know, I feel like given what we know about her plans, we shouldn't just let Sakura go and do that.
Yeah, kinda. Sadly though, and this isn't even me reverting to old habits, Nigeria is another country and we as equestrians don't have any right to get involved in their political games. Sakura's even a citizen of Nigeria, which makes it all the more an internal problem. As long as she doesn't go and, declare war on Equestria or something, we'll just have to let her do her thing. The most I as a princess could do is harshly criticize her actions on the world stage.
Wow, that's so unsatisfying.
Yeah, well, welcome to world politics.
Man, can we maybe change the topic? I'm starting to get angry here.
Okay, in other news, I'm sure you've been wondering where Sunset Shimmer's gone to.
No, not really. She went away?
Yes, to Androstria. She took the time to fix the portal to the human world, which she did in a single afternoon because she still is like a technical genius or something.
Aha, and what does she want there? She feeling homesick or what?
What for? She's not from there.
Yeah, fuck. I swear I'll never get that right.
To answer your question, AJ, she fixed the portal, so one, that's also finally settled, and two, she wanted to go and apologize to our human versions as well. As you may not know, she did that same magic-stealing trick before in Androstria around 3 years ago, I think.
Wow, Robotus really has only like one plot for each villain.
Let's hope our Canopus is just as understanding as we were and Sunset Shimmer returns to us, preferably not a statue.
Nah, it'll be fine, I think. However, what I actually wanted to bring up, since it has been quite some time, is the list of fortune tellings from New Year's. Let's see how many we checked since last time. Oh, wow. Okay, so apparently we checked every single one by now.
Really? Right, and what the fuck were they?
Let's see. Those ones highly praised shall be grounded but failed on a way to move forward in several times. That's the Wonderbolt logo, I think.
Ah, okay, so that makes sense. Grounded, wow, real five-brain Robotus, because they stopped flying after being disbanded. At least my prophecy had nothing to do with me directly, so that's nice.
How do you know it was yours?
Hello, Wonderbolts? Does anyone else here have even the slightest connection to those? And the prophecies were always about one of us.
Who are they now? And whose power was King Sombra then?
King Sombra? What the fuck did I miss?
Oh, right, you went there then. Long story short, we went to Philadelphia one time and witnessed the return of King Sombra, where he would proceed to swallow the Crystal Empire and take it with him back to the Dark Ocean where his spirit now dwells.
Ah. I guess that explains what Kanan's Enchanting Armor is still doing in Candelot. And also that dark crystal next to the prophecy about the realm of the departed breaking open and the one twice forsaken. Yeah. If anyone was ever twice forsaken, it's Sombra. We literally killed him 2 times in our show. Still, I don't see what that had to do with any of us.
Well, maybe that's one of those that were more like Equestria in general.
But ain't you said they were all about one of us?
Yeah, well, fuck off. So what else is checked?
The death of a monarch shall deliver the oppressed. Could that refer to Papu Papu, the former king of Nigeria? You had to let your work a skull off the President Abimbola took over.
Could be. What's next to it?
Yeah, Yo Cutie Mark. Oh, and Sikoras. Oh, wait, so that other sentence below is still part of it. It shall bring forth a familiar face. Yeah, I guess that was her.
Kinda neat, isn't it, how it's all connected?
What I'm wondering, does any of that stuff refer to Star somehow? You know, Star Butterfly, that blonde human girl with the hearty cheeks that was living in my place for a time.
No, it doesn't look like it. You're right, that's weird. Anyhow, up next is the age-old prophecy that gets fulfilled with a dissonant instrument. That's Rainbow Dash's cutie mark there.
Ah, so that's obvious too. Surely it's about the arrival of the Great Banjo and the fucking robbery that took place there.
Really? You're still mad about that?
Sure I am. I might have reconsidered murking a dragon over it, but I'm still appropriately pissed about it.
Okay, before you two get too heated there, was that all?
Nope, what's missing?
Is it about Sunset Shimmer? I mean, it's gotta be. How can she not be a part of it?
I think it is. You know, I never really questioned it, but don't you wonder as well how Sunset Shimmer got out of her stone prison? She was petrified by a cockatrice after all.
Wait. Didn't Starlight say some time ago that she wanted to help Silverstream with an experiment? About cockatrices?
Well, it would explain why her cutie mark is shown here next to that of Sunset Shimmer. Yeah, that must be referring to when she freed Celestia and became a vessel for her Gravewalker style.
Can I, by the way, say what a cool line that was? A great evil is unleashed when the two suns become one. Pet Pad Robotus, that was a nice one. So, I guess that's all. Congratulations, ponies! You have completed the first list of prophecies. For this feat, you shall receive a wondrous prize, but only if you can repeat it. Hear now the prospect of a second time. Where shall the hate and disdain flow when the candidates for both seizes to it?
Nope, we'll have none of that, thank you.
Hey, what gives, Twilight? That could have helped us again, warning us of bad things that were coming.
Theoretically, what you're saying is true, but be real. Did any pony actually profit from having heard those cryptic prophecies? All it ever did for us was that we could look back on certain events and be like, so that was that. And even those times didn't exactly provoke that aha moment I was hoping for.
Well, that's kinda true. Alright, fuck that fortune cracker then. This year we're only gonna use real quality made in Equestria. Yeah?
Yes.